Hello, everyone. I am Pavitra, working as a global recruiter at Crossing Hurdles. And welcome to another conversation from our Journey to Hire series. In this series, we speak with candidates who have secured roles with the support and guidance of our team. And today, we are joined by Pablo. First of all, congratulations, Pablo. It's great to have you here with us. So, basically, to help our audience get to know you better, could you start by sharing a little about yourself and your background, your field of interest, and what you were focusing on before the opportunity came along?
Okay, my name is Pablo Antonio Cifuentes Gramajo. I'm from Guatemala. I'm a clinical psychologist. I have a master in behavioral medicine that is focused on cognitive behavioral therapy applied to chronic degenerative illness. And as well, I have a PhD in psychotherapy. I've worked in with Guatemalan companies, with Mexican companies, with Chilean companies, with companies based in the U.S. I've worked in research. I've I teach at universities.
That's great. And your perspective, how was the hiring process all, starting from when you first applied to when you were finally selected for the role?
Okay, the process was quite interesting because it was the first time that I was interviewed by an AI. So it was really interesting. It was quite a I believe that it was like a tailored interview. The AI asked me about myself, and according to what I was replying, based it tailored an interview for myself. So it was pretty interesting. It was pretty exciting, like for me being the first time doing that, and it was a quite straightforward process in my opinion. It was really interesting. It was exciting and straightforward. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah, that's really helpful, especially for people who might be curious about like what the process looks like behind the scenes. So once you were onboarded onto the project, what did your day-to-day work look like, and what kind of tasks or responsibilities were you typically handling during the week?
Okay, I was handling like approximately 20 tasks. I was training mental health AI models. Like I was rating the responses according to a Likert table, according to different rubrics, and I took maybe 1 to 2 hours every day to work on the tasks. And like I had the onboarding process. At first, I was quite lost because it was too fast, but like I had all the tutorials, all the information in all the platforms, so it was really easy just to have all the information available, and it was quite straightforward as well. It was fast, and that's why it might be confusing at the beginning. But with all the information that all the people provided, it was quite good.
Interesting. That gives a really good idea of what the role involves. So, another thing people often ask about is how smooth the overall process is. So, in terms of communication, timelines, and payments, how was your experience working through the project?
Okay, communication. Like it was really fast, like really expedient communication with all the timelines. Like they provided us like the timeline that it was 1 week for working through the project. So we had like until Sunday at midnight to send all the tasks. So it was pretty fast, but it was doable, and we had like a lot of time to do it. And for the payments, like we first need to get a feedback from the client, and after that we get the payment. But it's a secure payment, right? Like it's just to get feedback from the client and to see if there's any possibilities to move on with the collaboration instead of just focusing on one project.
That's good to hear. And for someone who might be planning to apply through Crossing Hurdles in the future, what advice would you give them? Is there anything they should focus on while applying or preparing for something like that?
Okay, I would say that like AI is new to everyone, so it might be scary to work training models. And first of all, being a psychologist, right? That I don't have anything to do with AI, but I would say to all of them to just give it a shot, to focus, give it a shot, but just not to apply in something that you have no idea what you're involving in. Like just to do it based on your background, based on your skills, based on what you know, and with that, like it will go pretty smooth, pretty straightforward because you're just doing what you know, but applying it to AI.
Yeah, that's really valuable. So thanks for sharing that, Pablo. Thanks a lot for taking the time today to talk with us. And we really appreciate you sharing your experience. And I'm sure it will really help many professionals who are exploring opportunities through crossing hurdles.